Brother Cam.
Yo.
Testing. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Big Steele, Brother Cam.
Yeah, Big Steele in the place to be. We wait till a few people start congregating on here.
That's right.
Let me go and share it to the Let me share it to the thing, man. You know, we be pouncing up on them unannounced. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool. It's a pop up,
but it's all good. They get used to it.
Yeah. There he is. We live.
What's happening with you, bro?
Oh man, just tapping in with you. Glad to have you back.
Good show.
Solo earlier.
As usual, yeah. You were solo on here yesterday, huh?
Yeah, solo. But it was a good experience, and I'm letting them know I'm gonna be doing it every day, God willing. So we're gonna always have some potent content. It's gonna be controversial. People gonna get in their feelings about it, but what else is new?
Well, you wouldn't be Cam if you wasn't getting people in their feelings, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get them out their feelings, but since they want to be in their feelings, then we're gonna hold you accountable there. So that's what this episode is about: holding us black celebs, especially like my rap peers, my rap or industry entertainment peers, holding us accountable for our BS, for our bull. We're not gonna cuss. We'll keep it real civilized, real PG with the language, but we're gonna keep it all the way warfare with the content. So be holding. For those that seen my clip, my video I posted a little earlier with me and Spider Low, and we ain't really hollered in like 4 or 5 years. I've been doing my work, doing my thing, representing, trying to help wake up our people and clean up our people. But then, I'm not talking about Spider, but my peers, make my mission a lot harder than it have to be, because a lot of us in my generation already went from gatekeepers to selling out the next generation, or influence them in a negative way, or in a selfish way, or in a money worshiping way that makes our job that much harder. So I'm gonna start speaking my piece. It's not dissing. I'm not dissing nobody. If anything, I'm holding them accountable. I'm holding myself accountable and holding anybody else accountable that got influence over our people's mind, especially the youth.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you this, man. What was you and Spider Loke's whole gripe about? Like, what was y'all beef about?
He had said, this was during Nipsey, rest in peace, Nipsey funeral. Minister Farrakhan had spoke, right? And that's also around the time that you first heard when Snoop also spoke, and he spoke the first sneak peek of a couple of lyrics that was from the One Blood One Cuz record, right? And that was like the late great neighborhood Nip. For God so loved the world, he gave us a good crib. You know what I'm saying? The late great neighborhood Nip, right? So this was all kind of related. And from what I understand, I'm not sure, but I think that Spider and Snoop kind of fell out, or they was kind of whatever. I don't know if they still are, but I've always been the mediator between all of the, my peers that been beefing, whether it's from the blue side to the red side, or blue bumping heads with blue and red bumping heads with red, or black with brown. Like, I was always the brother that they knew represented peace and resolution. And if it got too ugly or got too bad, Minister Farrakhan or one of us would step in, and try to help resolve it, and it be getting resolved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what, man? Minister Farrakhan has always been a powerful influence, man, in the hip hop community. Right. He squashed many a beef, both public and private.
Oh yeah, mostly
a lot of people,
private.
Yeah, mostly on private, man. And the minister is definitely one of those brothers that when he gives you a call, I don't think you go exactly say, no, or let me get back at you. I think you go respond to that.
Yeah, you're gonna respond to it. And we from Pac and Biggie, rest in peace, from that whole beef that turned in, rap beef that turned into physical violence and loss of life. that's the value and importance of Minister Farrakhan and of the Nation of Islam, FOI, soldiers and peacemakers and law enforcers or whatever. And I've been one of those, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't just a rapper, you know, rapping was my disguise, you know what I'm saying? I was really, you know, a peacemaker or a law enforcer or a reformer of my community. So, you know, right now, you know, when we deal with beefs or rap beefs, the first beef before that, around that same time, you know, right after Biggie and Pac, was myself and Cube. You know what I'm saying? With pull your whole card and whoop whoop and
You
that
know
whole
what?
business.
Yeah. And since we go hold people accountable, not saying that I'm holding you accountable, Cam.
Yeah,
The
you
whole
hold me
thing with
accountable.
you know, the whole thing with you and Cube at that time,
Yeah,
there was a lot going on. You know, the homie Solo had ran down on Cube. And, you know, we had that situation. No need to go into that story. Don't been told a million times, but he ran down on Cube. Now, when that incident with him and Cube happened, did you find out about it immediately?
yeah, of course.
You
You
found
know,
out about it immediately?
yeah. I found out a few
Hmm.
minutes because you know, so without going into the detail, because it's not really necessary to go into the details of none of that. It's really about the principle about, you know, about what things was about and how, you know, why things even got funny, and it had to do with money. It had to do with money, right? And most of the time, that's what our people fall out over, or we sell each other out over, just like, you know, Jesus or Judas is 30 pieces of silver, or a female. You know what I'm saying? It's either money or a female.
Always either one, man. And most of the times, believe it or not, it ain't even money all the time. It's mostly over these women.
Yeah, that's the only reason why we want money, so we can attract women. So really, like you said, is right. Ultimately, it's about a female. It's about a woman, or the ability to get at women.
Mhm.
So and you know, a lot of people, that's why their drug is fame and the spotlight, because they want to be worshipped, but they want to be, you know, worshipped by women. The man's
Mhm.
natural, you know, our nature is to want to be, you know, submitted to and respected and honored or whatever by women, and have women exclusively on us. You know what I'm saying? But once you in the entertainment world, it, like this is it ain't no honor among this. So that's why you hear songs like with Chris Brown and Lil Wayne and them, these 304s ain't loyal. You're
Mhm.
not gonna find no real love from that angle, from flaunting your riches or your fame or whatever. The
Yeah,
real one.
hip hop. Yeah, not to cut you off, bro. I'm so sorry. But on the West Coast in particular, man, I noticed that hip hop is very disrespectful towards the women, man.
Yeah, and you know, Drake, salute Drake with having his wife and his family, his two children in the video. You know what I'm saying? Family matter. I mean, it was the Not Like Us video, but that's the line where he's like talking about family matters. But he in there representing the black man
Yeah,
from
you
the
mean
back.
salute Kendrick? Salute
Yeah,
Kendrick. You said
salute
salute
Kendrick.
Drake.
Yeah, my bad.
Yes.
I mean, I want to salute Drake too, but salute
Yeah,
Kendrick.
salute Dot, man. He had his family in the video, man, and I think that's where Drake. To be honest with you, man, he kind of crossed the line because he disrespected a whole bunch of cool people. You know, Dot been with that girl, man, that is about to be his wife since he was in high school. You know, I met Dot when he was like 15, man. He was with Whitney back then. That's always been like his, girlfriend, man. They've always been in each other's life, right? So for him to just come out and disrespect that sister, and disrespect Dave Free and all of them by trying to cause that little controversy and stuff, I think he definitely should have been, held accountable, man. And I heard Nori mention something, man. Oh, they go get together, they go make up and be friends. I don't think them dudes. I think this one of them things that ain't gonna never be cool. I think it's one of them things, man, where too much been said, been too much disrespect.
Yeah, I don't. Anything can be resolved. It's just if it's too big of an egos involved in it, it'll never be resolved. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know, man. Once you involve somebody's family and doing stuff like that, they could be cool with each other. They could possibly be cool with each other later on. And I ain't gonna say cool. They could be cordial with one another, probably.
Man, still, I'm brother Cam. I'm Mr. Peace Treaty. So I'm talking about Bloods and Crips that already deleted theyself and they willing to, you know, come back to the table and, you know what I'm saying, and atone and squash their beefs or whatever. So if loss of life, people that, you know, committed loss of life could do it, somebody that's just rapping about, you know, disrespecting your family, that ain't nothing. That ain't even no real
Well,
beef.
pray for my pettiness, brother, because there's some of these fools I ain't never forgiven. We go always have beef to the world end.
Yeah, yeah, that's not cool. That ain't how it should be. Everybody, it's like Malcolm X or all of us that, you know, that's your black leaders. Malcolm X used to be a pimp, allegedly, you know, a rainbow, like it's all kind of legend, but you know, he was all the way meant to be dead. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all got a problem with saying that Drake was a minor, okay, Malcolm X was doing that too. He was selling them, like, you know what I'm saying? So if you can forgive him and he can change his whole life around, and now he's your greatest black leader, we don't never say never. Don't never say never.
Yeah, you know what, man? I guess it's always room for reconciliation.
Oh, of course, you judge
You
the way
know,
you want to be judged.
even if you ain't gonna be besties with somebody, you know, it's always room to be okay. You know what? We all right.
You don't know if you're gonna be besties. Like, you're not going in it trying to be besties. This ain't no fairy tale. Ain't no kumbaya. We gonna be hugging and loving. But it might be that that person that was your op saved your life. And then if he saved your life, then that'll erase all the other little lesser petty BS that y'all was beefing about. But it's something big have to happen for me and you to be besties again, though. You know what I'm saying? But it's not impossible.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, I know you saw the thing, and we talked about it a little bit on my other show, man. You know, Rick Ross went up to Canada, man, and got his DJ whooped on. Got his you know, I don't know if that was his bodyguard. Lord, please I hope that wasn't his bodyguard. Hopefully that was just staff pro security or something up there. But pretty much they went up to Canada, man. You know, some of them boys got hands put on them. Rick got escorted away. He really didn't catch the grunt of the beat down, but his artist did. You know, his artist got knocked out, man. It was bad. You know, somebody, you know, a couple people got hurt up there.
Right.
Now, do you think in the midst of all this confusion, man, it was smart, man, for Ross to go up there, man, to Canada, man, to, and kind of get his clown on like that, you know, because they played the record, you know, the They Not Like Us record at the end of his set. And they right up there behind enemy territory. And these guys got at him. Now, the problem I heard allegedly that they were some Hell's Angels that Drake knew. And I never celebrate seeing no brother get beat down by no white dude. You know what I'm saying? That's not cause to celebrate. So I ain't talking about this the clown Ross or nothing else. But do you think he was in the wrong
Yeah, that
by
wasn't
going up there
wise.
like that?
Yeah, that was foolish. You know, if you by yourself and you just down, like you ain't taking your security and you just down to deal with whatever the consequences are, then you could do whatever you want. If you want to kamikaze your way out like that, but if you know you got other people with you, you responsible for what happened to your artist or your security guard or whatever. If you're doing that, you provoked it. You provoked it. Why would you want to go provoke somebody? Because
That's
you know.
real. You kind of cut out. I think Cam cut out for a minute.
Uh-oh.
There you go. You back on now, bro.
Yeah, I say he provoked that, so he was wrong. He was wrong for going out there doing that. You can't play
Yeah,
with that. You can't play. You can't play. You know, this ain't a game out here.
yeah, for real, man. And I definitely think, like you said, you made a point that when you go out on that road, man, and you the head man, you're responsible for your artists, your entourage, your security, and everybody. So he kind of should have thought about that because his artist kind of bad one, man. That dude, you know, hopefully he in good hands and everything, but his artist got knocked out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So even if he's all right, your image ain't all right. You publicly got humiliated because of this guy. You know what I'm saying? And then you out
Yeah.
there standing. I don't know if he was out there to try to scrap and take up for him or whatever, but you know, the main artist got escorted to the back.
Yeah, I hope not, because I was gonna say Rose was gone. He was in the wind after he got stole on. You know, he said he got a drink put on him, but he got stole on. And
I'm
he,
just
you know,
saying, he wasn't out there for the duration. He wasn't out there for the duration of the scrap.
Oh no, the artist never is, and that's the thing about these beefs, man. It's never gonna be the artist that get caught up. It's always gonna be the entourage and the look, like the minor players, not the major role players, but the minor players, the dudes that's trying to get on. Because every label got the dude, every entourage got the dude who ain't quite signed to the label, but he's working his way up to that. He might have a few features with everybody, but he's going on the road with these cats, you know. And like you said, that man's reputation is ruined.
His reputation is ruined forever to be clowned or whatever. So, you know, either this is my position. I would either have to knock, you know, if I was, you know, I would either have to knock Rick Ross out like I got knocked out, or he would have to pay my, you know, he would, you know, have to hit me with $1 million or something. You know what I'm saying? To where I don't have to deal with the public like that no more because I'm finna retire because ain't no rap record deal or whatever worth, you know, people recognizing
Cam said he
you.
need a ticket.
Oh yeah,
I
I need
heard
at least
that,
a meal
man.
ticket. I need
I
at least.
don't even know if that ticket though do it though, bro, because because the dude want to rap, man. That's his career. That's what he's trying to get into.
But
You
he
think
might
that's
not.
over with for him?
I mean, never nothing over with. But I'm just talking about me. The school that I'm cut from. You know, I have to. If I get if you see me get knocked out because of him on camera, then
Mhm.
you know, this is just me. I'm not saying I would do this now or whatever, but at that, you know, I would have a cell phone or have a home girl or you know what I'm saying hold the cell phone and I would have to do Ross like that and film that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
So
get even.
Ross had to take the brunt of that since you got knocked out. Ross
Yeah,
had to take the brunt of that beat
yeah,
now.
yeah. If you know, he the one was reckless with the microphone or telling them to play this and this and you know what I'm saying and got me knocked out. So I'm gonna do the same thing, and then we could be even. Now we can come to the table after that. What do you want to do? Like, you still want to put me out as an artist, or you want to
Mhm.
spread me out, or whatever? You know, because you have to feel what I had to feel because you the one
Yeah, because the
called.
old boy was night. He was
Yeah, that was
knocked out.
that. Yeah,
Security got beat down. Security was just over there, man. You ever watch Animal Planet, man? How they show those hyenas on those lions or elephants?
yeah,
That's how that bodyguard looked like. The hyenas was just on him, just putting hands on him. And I
yeah,
saw what you know what though. What ain't nobody talking about, man. And we gonna move on from this in a minute. The one rapper from Canada, Merkel, he pretty tight. The one heavy set cat, I
yeah.
think his name is Merkel.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with none of
He was up there in the midst of all that confusion, though, trying to, kind of pull them apart. He was kind of trying to mediate the situation a little bit.
them. That's not
You
one.
know,
That's not the one that was on the ground getting kicked on by everybody and socked on. The big brother.
oh no, Merkel is a rapper. Merkel is a white rapper from Canada. He pretty dope. He
Uh,
actually pretty dope. I think that's his name is Merkel, I believe. He has an odd name, but he can rap though. He tight, and he don't really look like a rapper, but that boy be up there spitting.
right.
To get off from that, man, have you been following it? I know you down in the A. Have you been following this Young Thug trial any?
Yeah, a little bit, and I just see that the judge that Greenville or Glenville or something like that that was on the case, he got removed. You know, I believe due to uh, corruption or whatever. You know,
Mhm.
doing stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing, and you know that's in the Fonnie Willis courtroom, the Fulton County Court. You know, and they was all kind of in cahoots. You know, doing what they do to Trump. You know what I'm saying? And doing what they do to the YSL and the black, you know, the black youth out here. So I'm not a pro or con, you know, one way or the other, but um, it's corrupt. You know, it's a lot of corruption out here, and it's real sloppy and it's real messy. And that's part of the BS that we got to hold. You know, our black people, celebs, because he's a celebrity. You know, got to hold him accountable for. Everybody got to get aired out. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
know
so,
they really. I'm gonna tell you now, man. These people really getting on my nerves with this Trump stuff. Ever since the stuff went on with Trump, you got all these celebrities. Oh my God, this and that. If he would have got this would have happened, man. I swear, man. When did we become so damn scary, man?
when do we become so foolish to think that either side works? You know, Biden, Trump, politics, period. Democrat, Republican, all of it is BS. That's part of the BS that our black celebs is pushing that we got to hold them accountable for. You know that don't work. Don't none of that
And
work.
well,
All
you
you
know
doing
what? It's whoever gets the bag that's the side on because you know these politicians throw a lot of money out there to get certain support.
the politicians do,
Oh
or
yeah, the politicians throw a lot of money out there, man. Like you think them dudes is really going to go endorse these people for free?
well, it's not the politicians, it's the lobbyists that throw money at the politicians.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you know what though? But how do you say like this is how it works usually, man? Because I've never been a part of those conversations, but I've seen them happen to where they come to you and say, "Hey, Cam, you know he has a lot of influence in this community, so let's go get him to come out to the rally," and they may shoot you 250, 300, in some cases a million, just to show up there to the rally, you know,
Right.
and offer your support. And a lot of our people, man, I'm gonna tell you now, I wouldn't follow none of these rappers because most of these dudes are for sale.
Yeah, they the politicians of our community.
You
You know what
know,
I'm saying?
most of these
Yeah,
guys are for sale, and I know you couldn't pay me to go out and just endorse somebody and I didn't like their platform. I know for sure they couldn't pay you to go do it. You feel what I'm saying? So we got a lot of people out there that call themselves representatives of our people, and they strictly out there for the bag.
yeah, they bought and sold. They prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah, pretty
prostitutes,
much.
and they've been selling us out from the beginning. So we have never got nothing from the political process, from presidential voting. We never got nothing from that. Why would we continue to do that? That don't even make no sense to me. That's just my personal observation of history. I'm a student of history. So Democrats or Republicans ain't did nothing for us. So why would we keep on believing in that, thinking that that's the solution?
Well, I don't think nobody. I really believe that the president has limited power, and I think that's what make the Trump guy probably a little bit dangerous because he don't give a damn about none of that. He's gonna do what he wants to do.
Yeah, and they struck first blood on him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They broke all of the constitutional rules and the executive, three branches of the government rules to try to get rid of him. So he's like, oh, so it's up like that. All right. So I'm gonna play ball like y'all don't know how to play ball like I do, especially like the Biden dude. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know where he's at. He don't even know where he's at, and Kamala Harris don't. So you see, now Trump just tapped his vice president Vance, I think his name Vance, his running mate. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? White boy with the beard or whatever. And he's assassination insurance. Oops, I shouldn't say it. He's deletion insurance. He picked him just so y'all know if something happened to me, this is gonna be your president. And you know what I'm saying that you don't want him to be your president.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about it, man. And I think people don't think about it. And you know, we keep talking about how old Biden is. Trump is not a young dude exactly. So,
Uh,
you
nah.
know, especially with him, he can't take too many more attempts, I don't think. You feel me?
Well, I think he can because he don't take it. He's not taking it personal like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He's not bound by the political correctness that and the script writing and all of that all these other
Mhm.
presidents that's owned and controlled by the Zionists or the lobbyists. Trump ain't controlled by that. That's why they want to get rid of him because he's not playing ball. He's not going along with their program. He got his own program. He wants to be king. So for all them years prior to him running for president 8 years ago and becoming president,
Mhm.
he was one of the main donors and lobbyists. Like he was buying the presidents and the politicians. Like so he knows they are prostitutes and they don't run nothing. So he was busy making relationships with the actual military complex and the actual powers. You know what I'm saying? So he know better than that. Like he know the Bushes, he knows he knows all of that. He was the businessman. He the one who even kind of
Mhm.
inspired a lot of these business people in that's the president on how to get their bag, how to use the seat of the presidency to get their bag and become quiet billionaires. They learned that from Trump.
Yeah, so you know, back to another OG man that's known to kick up some dust, man. I saw your boy, you know, the homeboy, the OG Jay Prince. He
Right.
got at Mason Cameron over the stuff. You know, I guess they had this little thing. They had some things to say about Shakur Stevenson
Uh,
and his
so
fighting ability. Now, I don't know why they taking that so serious, man. They just pretty much said the man was boring, which is they're entitled to have their opinion.
crowd was
But
booing.
huh?
The crowd was booing. The whole crowd felt the same way.
Yeah, so I'm saying so while I have the highest amount for Jay Prince, man, you really can't go around telling nobody what opinions they should have or they shouldn't have. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
We all grown men.
I ain't familiar with the story. What did he say? What did he tell?
Well, you know what? I guess Jay Prince, when they made those comments about Shakur Stevenson, Jay Prince, he said some things, right?
Hmm.
I'm trying to find it right now what he said verbatim, but you know, he pretty much gave them, you know, he handled the business inside the ring, and I handled all his business outside the ring. And Cam
I
and
mean,
Mace came back on. They came back on with a little bit of vigor, like like you can't little homie us, like we the big dog. We don't believe in no big homies. Mace was talking real tough.
I mean, I would have to hear it, and like I said, I don't know if it's not being taken out of context, was being blown up to be bigger than what it really is. Because that's what
Oh no,
social
you know
social
what?
media do.
Cam was kind of talking with a little bit of sense. No, these dudes came and spoke on their own. Mace was talking about he don't care about no big homies. He never really cared about street cats. You know what I mean? He don't care. Like he's a big dog. He said, but one thing I will say, man, me having done business with Jay Prince and me knowing him,
Mm.
he's definitely not a dude you want to play with. I ain't scared of nobody, but he has resources. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know none about the situation. I don't believe nobody is nobody to play with. I don't underestimate nobody. You can call him a clown, a buster, a snitch, a rat, a rainbow. I don't play with nobody because I don't want to be played with. So I don't know if what they saying to each other is playing with each other or disrespecting each other or lying on each other. But if it's just somebody expressing their opinion, like I don't like that fighter or he's a boring fighter to me, that's not disrespect. I don't know what else was said. I don't know what Jay Prince said. I don't know what Cam and Mace said. So I can't speak on it. But
Well, this is what Jay Prince said. He said, let the haters say that he's boring and nobody wants to watch him. Sorry to tell you, it's just a select few of you haters. As you can see, there is proof that he has the #1 ratings in any fight on ESPN this year and the top 3 ratings since 2022. And to all of you haters who want to escalate the hate outside the ring, I'm Shakur's manager and I handle all his business outside of the ring. In other words, Cam and Mace, I would fade all his shots and take all bets. That was all he said.
yeah, I think that has to be just trolling, like meaning how Don King and Muhammad Ali used to just to talk trash to make their fighter more exciting or visible or something, because
Mhm.
that's all the way out of bounds. Like, just because somebody don't like your fighter, they're not a hater. You
Yeah,
know,
and that's what I'm saying. They had a right to have the opinion that they had, but I'm not mad at Cameron and Mace firing him back, but you got to be careful, man, to get yourself involved in some situations that you don't have to be in. It's like, man, you doing a podcast, let that be it. Dude said what he said, and you said what you said. But it's funny hearing Mace talk like that because didn't he just because he was just he on went from being a rapper to he was a preacher, then he got caught down there in Atlanta getting in the car trying to pick up them people, and now he's a tough man.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think everybody is tough. I'm not tough, right? I don't want no problems. I'm not a gang member. I don't, I'm a man, I'm a family man. I don't want no problems. But I talk like a man. If I see something that I think I can prove is out of bounds or is disrespect or is a lie or whatever, then I'm a speak on it. I'm not scared to speak on the truth or stand on the truth. So
Mhm.
if I say
I think that's
what's
just part of
true,
being a man.
yeah, if I say what's true and you call me a hater and then you say, I handle his fades or whatever y'all hate outside of the ring, like, I don't know what I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, exactly.
so, but I
Exactly.
don't.
And them brothers had the right to have their opinion, bro. It's like everybody not gonna like everything you do. And I don't ever even trip off of that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep doing what you're
I think
doing.
the internet, though, still, I think all this internet is WWE. I think it's all wrestling. Like I think it's
I
all.
told you that earlier, man. I'm gonna tell you something, bro, and it's the truth, right? Probably I would say a good 70% of the stuff you hear on the internet is not true or it's exaggerated.
Right. So in the boxing world, the boxing world been notoriously, criticized for being fake and rigged and what I'm saying, just like other
Mhm.
sports that's coming out. So every single time, like they got this from Muhammad Ali back in the day. They learned the troll game from Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was the greatest, not because he was the greatest boxer, but he was the greatest thinker, right? He was the greatest standing on certain principles, verbally, you know what I'm saying, that would draw the attention, that would bait everybody in and have people talking and buzzing about him. So it's entirely possible to me that, because every fighter now, once they do go and do their face off and they press run, you know what I'm saying, they all getting into shoving matches and pushing each other and fighting each other, like, you know what I'm saying? And then when the fight is over, they, saying, well, we just had to promote the fight. We was just promoting the fight. We was just promoting the fight. So I think that's what's going on with all these social media beefs. I don't believe none of it is real. It gets sticky because certain truths get told, and because you're not gonna get mad if it's not the truth. If somebody's telling the truth on you, then you're gonna get mad, in my opinion. So I think because I know Wack, you know what I'm saying. I know Wack 100, you know what I'm saying, and I know his plays. I don't play like that, but we done talked about certain things like that. I can't cooperate. I can't cooperate with that kind of playing. I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? But that might be going on with a lot of people. If they know that the audience got an appetite for beef and mess and drama, and you know what I'm saying, then okay, let's give them some WWE fake beef. You know what I'm saying? Jay Prince and Kam and Mace, they both know they got top high profile artists and clients. Maybe they agree. Maybe they talk to each other like, bro, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say that. Okay, well, that's a bag. That's a play.
So you saying this could be sensationalism because they do got a sports podcast, so it makes sense, and you got everybody talking about them. I know, man, I've been asked to participate in fake beefs before.
Yeah.
As a pod, it's just having that other podcast down the street. I've had people, hey man, we should do this. And I just tell people, man, I don't play like that. Like, we not gonna play beef. We not gonna play around and do. I don't even respond to all that nonsense,
Yeah, because you affecting
So
it's
it's a lot of fake stuff that's going on, man. It's a lot of real fake stuff going on.
Yeah, you're affecting the youth, and we already too misguided as it is, and you making it seem like anything goes. Everything is okay if it's for the bag. The bag ain't my God. God is my God, and righteous principles and morals and standards and manhood codes is my God. You know what I'm saying?
And Cam, as you know, me and you, neither one on gang bang, but we both got people in the street, right?
Right.
So what happens is this. I got a lot of homeboys that don't really understand this internet world. So if they see Joe Blow down the street talking about me on something, the first thing I get is a phone call. Hey man, who is this clown doing this and that? You feel what I'm saying? As soon as we see him, we own him. What you want us to do? And it's like, bro, don't don't even entertain that. None of that stuff is real.
Yeah, for the last 4 or 5 years or whatever, when this whole beef stuff and certain main characters was coming out doing this beef stuff, I told Glasses, I put it in one of his lyrics. I think it's a song with me, him, and D Smoke. Shout out D Smoke and Glasses. I coined that phrase, "fed bait." All these ninjas is fed bait. All this activity is fed bait. You can't do no real dirt. You can't do no real retaliation. You can't do no real threats. All of this is being surveyed and recorded. You know what I'm saying? They want to do all of us that's making money like they doing Diddy or how they doing Young Thug. They want to make all of us a RICO case and get rid
They
of.
want to set examples. They for sure want to set examples out of people.
So they fueling, you know what I'm saying, incriminating yourself and talking tough and what you would do. And I got these many bodies and I just run these fades and all that. Like, it's cameras everywhere. It's microphones everywhere. Like, what are you talking about? I don't want no, I'm not a tough guy. I don't do no crimes. I don't do no violence. You can check my files. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Muslim. I'm a righteous Muslim. I don't got no dirt no more. You know what I'm saying? So why would I be?
But let me ask you this, bro. When did it become a bad thing just to be a normal person?
What's normal? Normal is goofy today. Normal is goofy today. I don't want to be normal. I want to be natural. I want to be natural. I
Mhm.
don't want to be normal.
Yeah,
Normal is
but you,
masses.
yeah, you follow what I'm saying though, man. It's like nobody wants to be looked at as being square. Everybody want to be tough. Like everybody got this thing to where, and especially it kills me, man. Especially when I see brothers our age, man, and dudes that's if you to me, if you 30 and up, 27 and up, man, and you on here acting like a clown, man, really need to go get your head examined or something, man, because it's crazy. Some of these dudes got grandkids, man.
Yeah, but it's wartime, right? So I don't know exactly what you mean when you say goofy. Like anybody that's about warfare, I don't knock them. It's who you choosing to make war with. Are you choosing to make war with the soft target? You know what I'm saying? Which is your own brother that you ain't gonna have to really deal with no repercussions. You know what I'm saying? Or do you want to deal with the real enemy that destroyed you for the last 400 and some years? If we talking violence and it's just hypothetical, like you on a video game, they're what you call them, the paint gun. We'll call them paint gun pellets, right?
Mhm.
They're the slave master and the crooked pole, and law enforcement people or whatever, that their paint gun pellets do the exact same thing as your own people's paint gun pellets, right?
Mhm.
So what I mean by that, why are you more willing to run out there with your chest out and play paintball with your own people and get took out by your own people with no honor? If I'm gonna get, if I'm gonna lose in paintball, I may as well lose in paintball to a worthy, the real opponent. Like, you know what I'm saying? If
Mhm.
I'm making sense.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense, man. That make a whole lot of sense. So you and Spider Low cool again. Y'all back in good accords. And I
Yeah,
heard you what was going on with you on Whack 100?
it ain't really nothing going on. I heard that somebody said that he said something or whatever, and like he calls me. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew, but it's a play. You know what I'm saying? Whack has done a lot of favors. Like Whack has done favors for me that my own peers ain't done for me. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? But I can't participate in them reindeer games. I can't play the kind of games that you play. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, as crazy as it sound, man, Wack is probably one of the most honest people out there. As crazy as it sound, as
Hey,
crazy as it sound, it's a lot of stuff, that goes on with him and everything. But I've heard he's done a lot of good things for a lot of people behind
the
the
people
scenes.
wouldn't even have been dealing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Anybody that's talking bad about him, if you used to be with him or used to deal with him, then you know what, like I deal with, well, I don't want to say that, like I deal with other races. I deal with the opposite race of mine. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I love them, but I know how to use them, for my benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like people's
Mhm.
like, Vlad is a culture vulture. Vlad, why y'all always going on Vlad? Vlad ain't no different than CBS, CNN, BET, MTV. Like you can go on Vlad, but make sure he pay you. Don't let him pimp you. Like if you're gonna go on there, but because all of these people is culture vultures or racists or white supremacists or whatever. They don't love you. They're exploiting you. They're robbing you. So you got to
You
look
know
at.
what, man? Vlad is a guy that has a platform. He has a pretty big platform, and he pretty much doing his job. Because I ain't never saw him put nothing to nobody's head to make somebody say something. You feel what I
Who that?
mean?
Who?
I said I've never seen him put anything up to somebody's head and force them to say something.
Right. We fascinated, black people is still unfortunately fascinated with getting the approval or in trying to impress our former slave masters. So we want to show, like, if our former slave master acts like they're interested in our street life and what we've done, then we're gonna put the extras on it and show him, like, what I'm saying, like we're worthy, what I'm saying, to be around you because we're this tough and we did this, not knowing that he baiting you on the whole time. You know what I'm saying? This is a COINTELPRO asset. This is a CIA, FBI asset. You know what I'm saying? But you volunteering to get on here and try to talk tough and say details about something that whether you did it or you didn't do it, and now you in a whole RICO case or you in a whole implication or whatever. And like you said, Vlad or Adam 22 didn't force you to say nothing. They just had enough heart. They had enough white boy heart to sit you down, pay you a couple of bucks, and ask you a question in your face, and challenge your ego. And you bit at the bait like a fool. You bit at his bait, and now you locked up.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. So when the next time we on, Cam? When the next time we coming back on, man? We gonna do another night tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get on, like I said, every night until we get
We
our.
got to give the people a time, man, because the last few times we just don't been just popping up. Are we gonna do 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time?
So
You kind of stick to that,
So that would be
except for Wednesdays, because I got to go do the other shows. So 7:30.
Yeah, that's cool. 7:30 or 6:30, or to me, like it's up to you. You call
6:30 actually be cool. 6:30 would be cool. 6:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, 6:30.
And we gonna probably have a surprise on here, man. So we do tomorrow. Probably have a surprise special guest tomorrow evening on the thing.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all make sure, man, you hit my boy Cam off, man, with that love offer, man. And what is it, Cam?
Oh, that
was
Cash App, official West Coast Cam, official West Coast Cam on the Cash App. Because I'm not sponsored by the gatekeepers or by the open enemies or by the powers that be. So once Trump get in office, he might sponsor me.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. That was a joke, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. So y'all make sure y'all hook my brother up, man. And we out of here.
Peace.